part of my frustration is this person, this wholesaler, who's the middleman, right? So this middleman didn't find me or TJ or Sarah or you. He didn't find one of us. He went to our website and cost us a PPC lead and put this house in that came into our PPC system, right?
So just for our phone dinging, saying, "Hey, we have a lead," that cost us.
Yeah, right. So he so he puts it in the PPC form, and then we have to call him back and try to figure out the deal. And it took about 2 weeks of going back and forth with him, explaining to him the comps. I mean, what it's going to take, how much repairs, all that, right? Supposedly he renegotiates or whatever. It gets down to where I could buy it for my number, and I'm like, okay, great. Just assign it to me. Send me an assignment. It took him 2 days to do an assignment, which should take about 10 minutes if you use the standard 1-page assignment document. I don't know why people think they need a 5 or 6 or 7-page assignment.
Pro tip: have it pre-filled out.
It was like 6 pages, and it was just irrelevant.
Over complicating a simple transaction.
Come to find out that he didn't even do the assignment. He had his friend do it because he didn't have a computer. Mind you, I don't know if you put that together, if you connected the dots, but last week when this lead came through and I was talking to him on the phone, I said, while I was having a conversation with him, I said, do you have an iPhone? Because I was going to drop him the PDF document that we were referencing.
Right in an iMessage.
And he said, no, I have an Android. And you yelled from your office, oh, this guy's...
that's the guy?
Yeah.
I said from my office, it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah, this guy keeps getting worse.
Yeah.
And sure as shit, it did just get more and more frustrating.
Corey, liar is an understatement.
Dude.
Keep going.
So bad. So we get all the way up to yesterday, or really 48 hours ago, roughly, because he said he got it to where he could give it to me at my price, and I said, "Great, let's go.
Yeah.
Send me the send the assignment, send the underlying contract. What title company? I don't know. I have to ask." And I'm like, wait, I don't understand. If you have the contract and it's open and it's clear to close, like, how do you not know what title company? Oh, I have to ask my partner. Okay. First tip, if you're a noob, don't use the term partner when you're talking to an experienced investor that's your end buyer, because in theory, if they are your partner, you should know what your standard title company or who your standard title company is, right? Like, you got to know what you're bringing to the table, and you can't expect to get paid in this situation more than everyone else in the transaction if you don't know how to do the paperwork, you don't have access to email. He couldn't forward us stuff. He couldn't type stuff. He couldn't print stuff. He didn't know anything about, right?
Come to find out, he wasn't even the initial buyer, right?
Right. So I got an assignment, and I'm reading the assignment, and then I got the underlying contract, because when you do an assignment, I need the underlying contract. I don't care what you buy it for. Most people will redact it and black out the price. I don't fucking care. Just send me the goddamn contract. Because chain of title, I have to know that what I'm signing, I'm actually allowed to be sold, right? Mm-hmm. So in this situation, the contract didn't match his stupid assignment. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to fix this. So I grab my standard 1-page assignment, I fill it out, and I send it back to him. And I'm like, dude, just sign this. And he gets on the phone, and he's trying to explain why my assignment's wrong.
Yeah.
And I was like,
we don't know what we're doing.
I was like, what do you mean my assignment's wrong? Well, you're not buying it from that person. You're buying it from me. And I was like, no, I mean, the contract that you sent says one thing, so
Yeah.
that's what this assignment
If there's
says.
one from them to you in between, let us know, because at no time did our number change. That's the
And-
best part of this entire story.
And not only that, he didn't disclose that it was being assigned to him. He kept saying partner, and he would tell me what he said was like, "Oh, you don't have to worry about me. The seller's paying me."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, I don't care how you get paid. You know, like I don't like none of that matters to me, man." I was like, I'm just trying to help you fix the docs because you're telling me that you want to close on like Tuesday, and it's Thursday, and we don't even have paperwork signed up. You know, so like, so I did lose my cool a little bit. Not
You didn't go off screaming.
No, I did get loud, but it was because he was trying to educate me on what he thought he needed to do. And I explained to him, and then he tried to cut me off, and I just was like, I don't have fucking time for this. So if you want to do the deal, do it my way, or I'm not buying. Like, I don't need the house.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, our
like,
number never changed.
Yeah.
It was never a negotiation tactic that we were using. No, it was just fucking, all right, we agreed to buy it at X price. Let's get the documents. And there were none. Didn't he end up trying to send it was even like it went so far as an invoice?
Yeah, so I look. There's so many ways you could pay people out on HUDs, and I think we talked about this on last week or when we were talking about the Sharondale situation, and I said I would much rather an assignment because then I get privileged access. I could see how title is being cleared. I can see who the heirs are, who's signing, right, and then I'm just more comfortable with my research on the title. So I would much rather an assignment to me, and I don't care if it's a triple assignment. I don't care, but at some point it gets kind of silly when you have A, B, C, D, like 12 assignments. It's just like, yo, can we just do one and then invoice out how? And title would much rather have, I mean, at least my discussions with title would much rather have like a clear, like almost like as everyone's calling them JV agreements. It's like just put what you want on paper, sign the damn paper, give it with the assignment, and then everyone gets paid, right? So it turns out that when I did get the underlying contract, I did know who the original wholesale buyer was that had it under contract. He comes to our events. I refer to him. I wouldn't even say that. Anyway, I know who he was, and so I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, I picked up the phone and I called him, and I was like, "Yo, it's Tony. I'm trying to get this deal, and I am so confused. I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to negotiate. Like,
We don't even know if he's part of the deal.
Yeah,
on
like,
paper,
I'm like-
this guy could actually be a fraud and
Yeah.
trying to do something shady.
yeah, like, because in his assignment, he on page 5 or 6 or 7, he wrote, like, my company will stroke him a check of $5,000 directly as a deposit, right? And I was like, yeah, go fuck yourself. I'm not doing that. So, which is fine. I mean, I didn't have to, like, it was stupid, right? So he was like showing every aspect of his noobness. So I get on the phone with the direct wholesaler, and I was like, this is closing at this title company. I know them. I'm very comfortable with them. Just let's get it done. This guy in the middle, I was like, I don't care. Just have him send them an invoice, and he'll get paid, and the deal's done, right? It's very simple. All the way up until last night, this person the middleman was still harassing me and my team with like shady text messages saying, the best part is that he's claiming he was referred to us and that we were so honorable and good at what we do
That he decided to
that's
fill
why
out a PPC lead?
that's why he came to us.
I was going to say, did you find him on Craigslist?
No, like he was a PPC lead is like the top of Google, right? So they're all the ads. So the guy was referred to us. He went into Google, typed "sell my house fast," and clicked on the first or second link that he saw. The paid link and cost us $500. So referred over
So
to us
stupid.
through Google.
Yeah, referred to us by Google. And so I think it's hilarious that so he was like, well, now I know I know your true colors. You were trying to cut me out of the deal. And that's when I got loud with him. And I said to him, I was like, look, man, I was like, I'm the buyer. It's my money, the deal. No, like, you don't get paid unless I buy it. Mm-hmm. I was like, and you don't have the deal unless the guy who contracted it gets title clear and works on it long enough to get it to this point, right? So we don't need you, right? We don't really need you. I mean, we're ethical, and I'm saying, like, I wasn't going around you. The whole point of me calling the person that I knew was to get accurate information so that I could properly figure out chain of title and, like, get to the bottom of it, and then everything would go in line.
Here's my issue with wholesalers, right? And I pick on them all the time. But during this whole interaction, never was the original homeowner taken into regard with that, right?
None.
So the entire time this guy is going back and forth for weeks, messing up this deal, potentially losing it, and we don't know, right? Because we didn't do the original purchase contract, right? We don't know the original what the stressors are. This could be a pre-foreclosure. They could be somebody just died. Nowhere in this guy's train of thought was, let's get the deal done. Let's fucking help this person out. Like, again, it was just
his entire motive was to get his fee. Mm-hmm. The hardest part for me is he was angry, or he was suspicious that he was getting cut out of a deal, and he was making the lion's share of the money, which I don't think anyone cared about. I think I only cared about it when he claimed, and I could read you verbatim what he said, but something along the lines of that I was wrong about the deal not being a deal without the guy who put it under contract. So A person and me, C person, that without him, this deal wouldn't be happening. And I feel like that's common, but that's also the mindset of scarcity mentality. And it's not somebody who's thinking about the seller. He's not thinking about how to add value. He didn't at any point say, "I can't, Corey. I can't. It's not right." I'm definitely not cutting him out. But and all I wanted to do was a chance to have a conversation with him to try to be like, dude, I understand you're new. Let me help you. Right? Whenever I did that, he went
defensive.
He got defensive and then tried to
assert his intelligence.
Yeah, and dominance. And I was like, do you know who you're talking to? And I don't say that, but I actually just hung up.
Yeah. Do you know who you're talking to? Because I'm just going to hang up.
Yeah. Yeah. I've wasted too much time on the phone with you. So yeah, I hung up, and
when's that deal?
Actually, Pam, right? Because those combos, there's two of them, I think, and they're both recorded. Mm-hmm. So Pam, they'll be on our
I'll toss them on the group.
Yeah, they'll be in the group, so you can actually hear this conversation. But so it's supposed to close next week. In the end, I have no idea if he got cut out. I believe he
was supposed to be driving and dropping off an invoice to title, right?
That's the other thing. He doesn't know how to email.
Yeah, he
So
emailed us over things that were corrupted and like wouldn't open.
And I said, I was like, I what are you working on? Like, what do you not have a computer? If you don't have a computer, that's fine. Just tell me. I'll do the DocuSign. I'll do the emailing. Like, but just give me the information so that I could fucking get it done. But he was so arrogantly. So what he's, and I guess it's good. Leave him alone for a minute and just kind of go back to the. I think if you're new to the business, right? People are so afraid of not knowing that they use the term "fake it till I make it" type thing, and that's, in my mind, that's not a good thing. I used to subscribe to that knowledge very early on in my career, but I don't believe that that's. I don't believe that you should actually do that in real estate. Maybe that works in car sales or something like that, but really, I think genuine honesty, transparency. I think people relate to that more. So I'm of the belief system that if he would have came to us and said, "I'm trying to JV this deal, XYZ," I would have then said to him, "Great, let me help you," right? But instead of him getting going that route and allowing us and our professionalism to help him make the deal happen, he just made it more difficult, which made me just not want to work with him, right? And I even said to the title company yesterday, he was like mouthing off to me in writing to title.
Which is not smart.
I literally just replied back to the title company. I was like, "Guys, I'm out. I don't need the house. I don't need the headache.
Yeah.
It's also an eviction. So,
Oh, there's a tenant with it?
yeah.
Oh, lovely. Sam.
And it's not even a tenant.
Where is the property?
It's in Dallas.
Also, did you see Turtle Mash is watching?
Yeah, no, Kevin.
So that's
buddy.
Kevin and Justin. I wonder if Kevin isn't. Oh,
JJ's at school.
He's in school. Kevin's watching. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. Yeah. So that's my thing with noobs. I want deals. I want to help new investors get deals. I bring us your deals. I'll help you. If you don't have it under contract, don't worry. I'm not going to cut you out and circumvent you. I don't want to work that fucking hard. I'll pay you to do that legwork, right? But I'm going to show you how to do that legwork properly, right? And I think that he just, with his arrogance, was very astounding. Egregious.
Yeah.
Like, he was just
He's sitting here yelling at us, and at no time did our offer price change.
Yeah.
Right? We were buying it for the same price the entire time, right? You cut people out to make more money.
Yeah. Like,
That wasn't. If we all of a sudden were buying it at 125 instead of 130, I'd call us shady. But no, not at no time did our offer price change. We're still buying the same deal.
I could have just went to the wholesaler and said, he gave you 110. Well, I'm going to give you 110.
Yeah, we could
and
have
bought it $7K cheaper, but I didn't. That would be me being shady and cutting him out, like you said, right? But I wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get information and get the deal done.